Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Sell More Book Show, episode 618. I'm Brian Cohen from Best Page Forward, joined by superstar, wonderful, paranormal cozy mystery author, Trixie Silvertale, the voice of a generation. We'll add all the
Lego
superlatives.
Batman prayer hands.
I know.
Prayer hands.
Yes. Oh, yes, very much. I'm very happy that you're back here, Trixie.
Thank you.
We've known each other for ages. Once upon a time,
Yeah.
You were with the Blurb team. You helped me out as my project manager. You did all these things, and then you just got like super successful. And I've been like
Woohoo.
forever since then. I'm like, I hope she remembers me.
Oh my God.
But like there are a lot of authors out there who are in that boat. They have to have the side gigs. They have to have the extra stuff. They have to have something paying the bills while they are looking for that, that big break.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you'd written a bunch of stuff. You'd tried a bunch of stuff, and it was the paranormal cozy that really took off.
Yeah.
Like, do you have anything to say to those kind of authors who are like working 6 side gigs and assisting an author here and there and doing all these things while they're still like holding out hope that they can just be an author at some point?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it's what you really want, then don't give up.
Yeah.
Because there are, sorry, my lozenge isn't quite dissolved.
I've got a lozenge too. We're the lozenge twins.
I'm playing hockey with my lozenge, trying to talk. I've already
it's all good.
got a lisp. So anyway, don't give up is the short answer. Because if it is what you really want, if writing is what really feeds your soul, then it's going to be worth it. Because not very many people do hang on.
Yeah.
A lot of people jump in the pool and then go, the water's so much colder than I thought. And they get out and they're gone.
Yeah.
But if you stay in the pool a little longer, you adjust, you get used to the water, you kind of get comfortable, and eventually you're swimming like a pro. So, just hang on, because so many people are going to disappear, that those people that have that perseverance, they are eventually going to get there. I mean, I literally just got an email from someone, oh gosh, maybe a week or 2 weeks ago. And they had been following me on social media and, reading my books and everything since 2019. And they just finally got to publish their first book. And they said it was because of my story, because they knew of my story. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything special. I just kept plodding along,
Right.
and learning from my mistakes and taking the feedback, because I think that's the hardest thing for new writers, is to go, well, this actually does suck. This is actually not my best work. I can actually write better. I can do more research. I can find out more. I can hone my craft. I can get better. And you do get better. I had my own PA read a book that I wrote in 2013 to see if it was something I should retool. And she said, no. She said, you're a much better writer now. Let that one go.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, thank you for your honesty. But, that's the truth. The more, what is Malcolm Gladwell's thing? 10,000 hours.
Yep.
The more you do something, the more you practice it, the more you put yourself through those paces, the more you learn and you get closer and closer to that expert level.
Yeah.
Writing is the same way. The more you do it, the better you get. So don't give up.
And last week, I love that. Last week, you talked about being a functional creative. If you combine that with, like, I like the term consistent mediocrity. If you are consistently putting out your level of mediocre, which is going to, get better over time, you're going to consistently, your level of mediocre is going to get better. The old Ira Glass, good taste, the way you perceive things is different than what you can create. So you know that what you're writing at that moment isn't as good as what you think good stuff is. But that gets better over time. And so if you can be a functional creative and consistently mediocre for long enough, eventually chocolate, peanut butter, you're going to be in really good shape.
Yeah, exactly. Because I tell you what, you can grab best-selling books anytime you want and read them, and there's nothing special about them. I'm sorry to tell you. They're writing just like all the rest of us, but they just kept doing it. They got in the right place, they got their book in front of the right person, they published enough books, they grew their following, they grew their newsletter, whatever it was.
Yeah.
That helped them get a consistent reader base, which is really all you need. A consistent reader base is what is going to allow you to have a career doing the thing that feeds your soul, So it's about building that, just building it and continuing to write and continue to put those books in front of people and take the feedback and get better. And, eventually, your head is going to come above water. That's just the truth.
Yeah. No, I love that. I think that just generally telling people to keep going is the only thing that, like, trends are going to change over time.
Yep.
But continuing, persevering, it's really the only thing that's always going to be consistent.
Yeah.
Always, always, always.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Awesome. So remember, you can get Trixie's books at trixiesilvertale.com, and you should. We're going to have a webinar coming up later this month about creating better book sales pages, blurbs, keywords, covers, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So go check that out. It's important. That'll be
is.
later this month, February 26th. And we'll tell you all the good stuff then. It's free class. We'll have the link there next week. I don't think the page exists now, but it will in the time that this comes out. So go check that out. Let's ask a previous week's question. In what way do you plan on connecting with more authors in your genre and more readers of your genre in 2026? Randy L. Scott said, meeting up at Author Nation in November. If there's not already a group for domestic suspense, I'll start one. Megan Vernon Author said, ugh, putting myself out there. I've been doing reels and getting a lot of views of them. So now I'm looking at other reels, commenting, following back people. It's the only thing I can really see as a reason why my sales have gone up so much. So guess I'm posting. And look, Megan, the way I like to say it, if you see something is working, just keep pushing the candy button. You do not need to be well-rounded. If reels are helping you, do more of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And then Lee Hayhouse said, connecting with other writers of my genre is a big goal of mine for 2026. As a spicy genre, it's filled with pen names. I'm still working out where those authors hang out online as authors rather than where they are for their marketing presence. That's always a challenge. I say, sliding into a couple DMs. Never hurt anybody when it comes to finding out who the actual peoples are. But Trixie, what about you? Like, do you see yourself doing collabs this year? I know you've done collaborations in the past. Like, how are you looking to connect with your fellow Paracozy peoples this year?
Well, I think you mentioned the collabs, and I did a couple of anthologies with like 12 to 15 authors, and I think that was a great early stepping stone to, because I am hyper introverted. I am not Brian Cohen. I do not go into a room full of people and go, yay, people, and run around and talk to everybody. I go,
how have you seen, is that me? Like, do you have a camera in my bedroom where I'm like, people today?
Exactly that. Yeah. So I am more of an email, online, whatever connection kind of person. So the collab thing was great because I could reach out to all these people with emails, and then I, organized all of that. So that was a nice way early in my career to make some relationships, and many of those continue. That was where Nova Nelson and Aaron Johnson and I worked on those anthologies together, and then we decided to write a series together. So that came, that launched into a whole another venture.
Mm-hmm.
And I've connected with people like Tanya Kappas and Daniel Garrett and, other people in my genre who are then they know you and you have built a
Yeah.
relationship and you promote each other's stuff and they have references when you're like, oh, I'm looking for somebody who can do this, or I want to build this, or I'm trying to create that, and they're like, oh, I use this person, so it
Yeah.
is just kind of that sharing stuff and being able to do something for someone else, um, and then ask for something. I think that has
Yes.
always worked better for me than just like, hey, do this for me. And
Yeah.
they're like,
Hey,
who
gimme,
are
gimme,
you?
gimme. Yeah.
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 So that's been nice. And I did, different group promo things where you get involved in a year-long newsletter swappy thing, or whatever, like different things like that, and you kind of see the people who are consistent and who are reliable and the people who flake out, and so those types of ventures give you a little bit bigger picture and allow you to make some connections that are actually going to be helpful in the long run, I think.
No, I think those are great points. And I think that if there's folks out there who've been trying to do it all on their own and have never seen much growth, it can be helpful to play the relationship building game for some time.
Yeah, opens you up to a whole new audience that there might be a little bit of overlap, but a whole new audience that you might not have tapped. So very
Exactly.
helpful. Yeah.
Exactly. Awesome. Let's go into the top story of the week. Launch emails that convert. If you think you're bad at email newsletters, you're not alone, says BookBaby. Many don't seem to know what to say or when to say it, which often leads to not sending at all, even when they're launching a new book. Quote, before we get into the examples, it's worth noting why these book launch newsletters convert, says BookBaby. No matter your genre, effective book launch newsletters have 5 things in common, end quote. The first thing is a reason to open the email. That means a strong, relevant subject line. Once open, it answers the reader's question of what's in it for me. It should help them or give them a sneak peek or give them something useful. Next, be authentic. Write like an author, not a marketer. Quote, you create deeper connections with your readers by wrapping their hopes, pain, and questions into the narrative and share how your book fits in, end quote. Then give them just the relevant links to your upcoming book launch or pre-order, plus maybe a timely link to your most popular series or seasonal promotion they can buy now. The last thing these successful launch emails have is timing. An email newsletter is perfect for teasing your upcoming launch, but don't forget that additional emails are good on launch day, not to mention follow-up emails with bonuses or reminders. I've said these things many times to my coaching students. Not everyone clicks or even sees your first email. BookBaby's simplest example doesn't overthink things. The subject line can be as simple as pre-orders open, while the email body includes a brief story about why you wrote the book. Highlight the benefit to the reader and include the pre-order link, end quote. If you're featuring limited time bonuses for early buyers or pre-orders, add that too. Finally, a call to action suggests that they can pre-order now in your preferred format. Because it's an email, you can include a PS too with a last minute reason to purchase, like telling them why they'll enjoy your novel or fixing a pain point for nonfiction. Quote, this speaks directly to your reader while giving them a simple path to purchase. Trixie, you don't know
Yes.
how many times I have had to say to these wonderful authors, don't just send one email when your book launches.
Yeah.
And yet, many of them do. Why? We already know that people are introverted. They feel like they're bothering people, and so they feel like bad salespeople, and they're being annoying and whatever. So we know the psychological hangups behind why people don't email more. Can we turn it on its head and just say, like, why is it a good thing that makes you a better author, that makes you like your readers happier when you email more than once?
Yeah. One little caveat, uh, we have repair people on the roof that were
Oh, it's
not
okay.
supposed to come back until 1:30, and they have come back early. So if you hear
It's okay.
anything, I
If we
apologize.
hear it, it's just going to add. We'll say the lightning sound is us just being quiet and
The
hearing
lightning
them.
sound is now more of a drill sound. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
more,
okay.
yeah, okay,
That's
sorry.
okay. That's okay.
Gah. Anyway, Uh, I think just based on feedback from my mailing list that readers like to hear from you.
Yeah.
They want to know that you wrote a new book. They want to know that they can finally pre-order it. They're
Yeah.
excited to go throw it in their pre-orders. They don't want to miss it when it comes out. So in my experience, even though I am one of those people that feels like, oh, I'm going to be bugging them, with this information,
Hmm.
I'm not. And I generally send my emails with any sort of announcement as auto resends to unopened because I get another, several hundred people who open it on the resend that never probably even saw the first one because their
Yeah.
inboxes are so full. All of our inboxes are so full. So for your reader to see an email from you that they want to read in their email, in their inbox full of crap they don't want to read, you're
Yeah.
a bright spot in their day. So I would look at it from that point of
Yeah.
view.
I really like that. I really like that concept that in the midst of all sorts of crap that they might be getting in their emails and bills and things that are frustrating, like, oh, an email from Trixie. How nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. Going into these hot potato wisdom questions, I already know you have a book launch plan because we talked about it last week. But when it comes to
Yeah.
these emails, like, are you using templates? Are you using like a launch thing you send before? Are you like doing it ahead of time? Like, what's your plan when it comes to emailing about the launch?
Well, because I've launched so many books, I
Yeah.
have a fairly consistent pattern, at least content wise, of what I include in the email, as far
Yeah.
as the graphic and the links and all of that sort of stuff. So I generally work from a kind of template. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. If that, I guess, it kind of answers it.
I think that kind of answers that. Yeah, absolutely. You've got it. You got a question in here for me.
All right. What is the best way you found to tease your upcoming book launch without overwhelming or annoying readers?
I don't believe that you can send too many emails. I just don't. If you're
Yeah.
always providing something,
Yeah.
if you're always providing something entertaining that isn't just like, buy my book, then you can send as many dang emails as you want.
Yeah.
And because I know most of you listening to the show, I know like that you're always going to feel like sending a certain amount is going to be annoying. It's like you're never going to actually be annoying. You will never send so many emails that you will be annoying because your own beliefs cap you at like, well, I can't possibly send more than 3 emails in a week. But it's like you can.
Okay.
Plenty do.
You know who is a great example?
Yeah.
Dave at Kindlepreneur.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that guy
Oh
sends
yeah.
out emails, I think, every day. Is it every day? Feels like every day.
It's something
But
like every
there's
day.
always something interesting. Like sometimes
Right.
it might be something that I am already familiar with, but
Right.
it's interesting, usable, actionable content.
Yep.
So there is a way to do it, and he is definitely doing it for that lane, And I think
Yeah.
authors can kind of take that approach. Like, what do my readers really want? What do they
Right.
need? What would help them? What would they be interested in? What would, what have I done? What's my little writing journey story that would, entertain them today, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. I really do think that it's everybody's fear of being a sleazy salesman that keeps them from being a sleazy salesman.
Yeah.
And so I don't think any of you guys have to worry about it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. We're back to the lightning portion of the show.
Uh-oh,
So
here we go.
do we have any sounds from above that we can?
Oddly, they're completely silent now, so I'll
Of
have to do my.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was needed. That was needed.
Okay.
And now we see something come from the sky. So I'm gonna answer my child. Riley, I'm in the middle of the podcast, so could you please go to mommy?
We're in the lightning round, Riley.
We're in the
We
lightning round,
We
Riley.
can't answer a question in the lightning round. Come on, we're gonna
but
lose the house cup.
You can go to mommy. We don't want to lose the house cup. We absolutely don't. but I will be back. I will be there in 15 minutes. Okay. That was a short movie. All I'm
Yeah.
saying is that was a
Come
short
on.
movie.
Come
Come
on,
on,
Disney.
movie.
Give me
I
96
know. Get
minutes,
it
okay?
together. Get it. Get it. Like we don't need an 80-minute movie.
No.
So Trixie, do you think Paranormal Cozy poses any unique challenges when it comes to book marketing? It's like no.
I I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
if anything, I think it gives you more opportunities because there are so many tried and true tropes in the paranormal cozy genre,
Right.
and people love to see you play off those. So if you have an animal sidekick, they love to see some sort of depiction of that critter in your
Right.
marketing. They're excited about that. So I don't know. I think no. I think it gives you more opportunity.
I love that. I love that. All right.
And how do you handle running ads to a really long series of books?
We used to only really market to book one, but we've been playing around a lot with multi-book ads. What's interesting is I think running ads to every book in your series, even long cozy series, like it can get some people who've stopped after book 4 to pick up book 5.
Hmm.
And so it's
Yeah.
definitely something we've done more of lately. And the nice thing we found is that when you tell Amazon, hey, I've got 10 books in this ad, Amazon's like, all right, buddy, we'll give you a few more clicks. And so Amazon tends to like it. That's Amazon. All right,
Interesting.
kid.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
kid, you're in the game. Sure.
that does sound like them. Yeah.
Yeah, it is they're very gruff. They're very gruff.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. It's like James Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man. It's like, if you
Oh
don't
my
have a
gosh.
picture of Spider-Man in my office by 3 o'clock, get out. That's Amazon.
Get out. Get
Yeah.
out.
Get out. So but yeah, I think that running the multi-book auto ads, you usually those tend to perform really well as long as your metadata is in good shape. But you can
Hmm.
also run multi-book category keyword ads too, and they seem to be doing really well on these long series.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So, do you feel like kind of this is the counterpoint, Trixie?
Ah,
Do you feel like there are some fun marketing methods you can do because of Paracozy that maybe other genres don't get?
I do. I think, I mean, I've had some fun with doing different kind of giveaways,
Mm-hmm.
maybe as part of a Facebook thing or just as like a King Sumo giveaway, just for my own mailing
Yeah,
list
yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But I think you can get some fun items because there are things about main characters that people identify with or they think are so quirky and funny, so you can find little stickers or whatever tchotchke that kind of ties into those things about your main character along with a signed book and whatever that can draw attention back your way before a book launch.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's awesome. Yeah, yay
um
fun.
Ooh, and then do today's readers care when authors are self-published?
I think a lot of readers don't give two craps about where the book came from. If it makes them happy or it teaches them a thing, they are
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah,
They are good to go. So,
I agree.
yeah, short and sweet, lightningy. Not at all influenced by the fact that I gotta go get my kid out of my wife's office in a
Not
few
at
minutes.
all influenced.
Not at all. We did get the email. School tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank
Nice.
you. Thank you, school.
Awesome.
Thank you
Yeah,
to the
that's
one plow operator in
oh,
North
that one
Carolina
guy.
that's like,
Yeah.
I've
He's
been awake for 26 hours.
he's got to plow out the whole state. Yeah.
He's got to plow the whole state. Um,
Poor
Trixie, to
guy.
finish out the lightning round, what are you
Yes.
most excited about for related to your books going into the rest of the year?
Well, I'm sincerely hoping. I thought we were a full green light, but we've hiccuped. But I'm sincerely hoping that we are a full green light for audiobooks for my spin-off Harper and Moon Investigations series. So
Amazing, amazing.
that would be super.
So it's a yellow light. We'll get to green. We'll get to
Yeah,
green.
yeah.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. People sleep on audio. People are sleeping on it still. Real human audio is still big business.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, it's an investment, and I think that's what keeps people at bay a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's such a great tool, and especially I'm also moving into direct sales this year, probably
Oh,
about
exciting.
about mid-year,
Mm-hmm.
and because I'm in KU, I won't be able to sell my audio or my ebooks
But the audio.
on my direct
Mm-hmm.
sales website, but my paperbacks and my audiobooks, and once you've
Woo-hoo.
made the investment, then you can, and it's so easy to deliver through BookFunnel, and it's just like it's such a no-brainer. Like, just bite the bullet, even if you can only do one book every 3 or 4 months. Just do it. It really it will pay off in the long run, because it's a
Mm,
forever product. It's not.
yes.
Yeah, it's forever.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. Well, we need a question of the week here.
Ooh.
Um, we've talked about the emails. We've talked about the genre in general. Trixie, is there anything you're like, yeah, let's ask him this?
I think it would be good to do something email related.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe what is the first step I can take toward establishing a regular email schedule? If it's once a month, once a
Ooh,
week, whatever that is. Set some goals, work on some templates, schedule some things out. Make that happen regularly.
I love that. I love that. What is the first step you can take to establish a regular email schedule? Schedule. So echoey in here. It's weird.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. I shouldn't have done this in the Coliseum. So, Trixie, it is always a delight, and I'm always so happy when I see your books out there, when I'm out telling people you can do it like Trixie did. You
You
can do
can
it
do
too.
it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to know you. I'm happy to get to keep connecting after all these years, and I hope
Same.
people go pick out
Same.
your books.
Yeah. Oh, well, me
TrixieSilvertale.com.
too. Sure.
Go do the thing. But yeah. But no, but seriously, you're awesome, and thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, folks, well, we'll be back next week for another episode. We'll have another guest co-host. And for Trixie, I'm Brian. Have a great week of book selling. We'll be back next week for episode 619. Bye.
Bye.